All right, hello. I am Sarah. I need to introduce myself because I'm assuming you just watched all the little footage before this, but now it's time for a proper chat. Thank you for clicking play and watching this ridiculous, random video, vlog, podcast, whatever you want to call it. I am Sarah. I'm also known as LoveSockWool on Ravelry and Instagram. I hardly ever get on Ravelry though. I mainly just am on Instagram. So I do post stories there occasionally, regularly. Today is December 8th, I think. It is 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And I think the construction workers are on their lunch break right now. So it's quiet. So hopefully I can chat a little bit about what I've been working on while we've been here in Florida before they get back to work. Because they are using jackhammers today in either our tower or the neighboring tower. So it's very loud. So I apologize if there's ambient construction noise at some point. We currently, our residency is Alaska, but we are in Florida until very, very early January. And we've been here since Yes, we've been here since October 1st. So we've been here for 2 full months, which is crazy. It's been absolutely flying by. It's been very, very fun to be here. And yeah. Sorry, I will try not to say a million times. I don't know where to start. I've knit a lot of socks since I've been here. So I think I'll start off and show you some finished pairs. Although 2 of them are Advent socks for 2025. And I don't know if I should show those because they're completed, they're done. But everyone is knitting them right now, so I don't want to spoil anything. So I don't know if I'll show them. But if you want me to show them, if I can, I mean, if my editing app that I'm using works, I would like to be able to upload more than 1 vlog-ish while I'm still here in Florida. So if you want me to show my Advent projects, because I've knit ahead on all of them basically. So I don't want to spoil anyone's Christmas. So I don't want to show it if it's going to upset you. But if you don't care and you want to see it, just let me know and I will show them in the next video or vlog or whatever. So I'm going to hide that right there. Okay. First pair I'm going to show you and I did post these on Instagram, well, in a story. It was a while ago, so you may not have seen it, but finished these the day we got here, so October 1st. I started them in Alaska, but finished them here. And the yarn is a Homespun House sweater weather. And I knit them in the Prairie Socks by Kay Jones. Kay Jones of the Bakery Bears podcast. And this is her sock pattern. The Prairie Socks. It's so wonderful to knit. I have had this pattern for years. I don't know why it took me a long time to actually knit them because it's delightful. And the little stitch that you do kind of looks like a tiny little cable. Very easy, very memorizable. I might have to make these again. I mean, I definitely want to make them again, but I might have to do it soon. Also, this is on the Lene base since I love my sparkle. Love these. Then I finished my West Yorkshire spinners. This is the holiday colorway for 2025 called Mulled Cider. I can't reach it. I have the tag. I'm using it as a bookmark in one of my devotional books. I really like to do that. A lot of yarn tags are so pretty that it's really nice to keep them. For instance, I just got Molly's October Patreon sock set for October, Cindy Lou Who, and I think these are the tags that she's using on her, obviously, on her Advent colorways, but I just love that. I'm gonna open it up. I'm gonna try to carefully get the staples out and like flatten it, open it up so I can use it as a bookmark. Because that's just too pretty to throw away. I'm not throwing it away. It's so pretty. Love it. So I'm glad I got these done. It's rare that I get my West Yorkshire spinner socks for the year, like the holiday colorway, that I get them done in time, or, you know, before the end of the year. Last year I did not make it. I'm trying to remember what it was. Was it the Yuletide colorway? I had started them and I never finished them. For some reason, I just couldn't do it. But this year, I did. Then I finished this very bright pair. This is pineapple yarn on her Nala sock base. It's like actually, I'm not even sure. I think it's an 80/20. It's very, very plump, and it's like a 2-ply sock base. It's really pretty. And the name is Shiny Object. And then I did contrast heels and toes in a homespun house. I think it's Peach Fizz or Peach Fuzz. These are for Marshall for Christmas. I'm so curious what he will think of them. It's not really his colors, but I knit these for him. He wears whatever socks I make him. I don't think he really cares. Okay, so these are the Rye sock pattern by Tin Can Knits. It's free, the pattern is. And then the yarn is Legacy Fiber Arts Rainbow Furaccino. And this was one of their Halloween colorways for this year. And it is on the Cozy Toes base. It's so squishy and wonderful in the Rye pattern with that garter ridge. Oh, you just want to squeeze them. I really love knitting these. And then I did contrast heel, and this is Ruby and Roses. This is a Downton Abbey colorway. I think it's called We're Together, Darling. So yes, that is that. And then I just, like a day or two ago, finished my Gonzo Dickens socks from Legacy Fiber Arts. This is one of their Muppets Christmas Carol, from the Muppets Christmas Carol collection for their Christmas colorways this year. And yeah, also on Cozy Toes. The orangey color is Sunset. It's a mini I picked up in North Carolina at a little kind of yarn kiosk at a marketplace that they had in my hometown. And it's Malabrigo, what is it called? Ultimate sock. I've never tried that before. Actually, I ordered some. It's down at the mail room. They're supposed to bring it up to me, but they haven't done it. So I might have to pop down there and get my package from Simply Sock Yarn. They sell the Malabrigo Ultimate Sock. So it's, if you're familiar with Malabrigo's like regular sock yarn, it's just like it, except it has nylon in it, but it's very nice. I love this gold color. And this is some Freckled Whimsy. Yay. I also have other colors from Legacy Fiber Arts from their Muppet collection for this year. And this one is Miss Piggy, or is it, what do they call it? Miss Piggy Cratchit, I think. So I only have one finished. And this is on Mrs. Weasley's Family Sock Recipe sock pattern by Molly of a Homespun House. Thought it looked nice in this yarn. Also Cozy Toes. And then I have the Kermit Cratchit colorway. That's all wound up and ready to be knit into socks, but I have not done it yet. And then I have a Fozziwig right here. I got all of them. I couldn't help myself. They're just too cute. And would you believe it? I had never seen a Muppet Christmas Carol. I had never seen it until this year. So because I bought all these colorways, I was like, I gotta watch the movie. So I did. And it's really cute. Muppets are always hilarious. Oh wait, let me put this over here. And then the only other socks that I think I can show, well, the only other finished socks that I have that I could show would be the Advent socks. I've already finished the Freckled Whimsy skein. It's beautiful. I knit them for Ben for Christmas, and I'm so happy I got them finished. So when I record, just leave a comment below if you are okay with me showing them, and I'll show them next time I record, which hopefully will be soon. And then I also got the Woolens and Nosh Advent skein. Hers is just so cool. I wonder, it's over, there's the TV. It's like, there's the bag right there. But in there, and I have the socks sitting in, they're finished. I knit those first. The reason why hers is so cool is because she designs a little tote bag, and so you receive your Advent skein, and it's got two wound up balls are in the tote bag with the ends peeking out. So you can see the yarn that's peeking out, but you do not know what the next stripe is going to be. So you can cast on your socks, and as you're knitting them, you don't know, because the tote is snapped closed. You can open it and look at it if you want to. That's completely fine. But you don't have to. If you want to be surprised and not even know what the next day's stripe is going to be, you can be completely surprised. So I feel like I should definitely not show that one, because I would imagine most people are sticking with the theme of its intention of knitting a stripe a day, and you don't know where the color is going. But I am here to tell you that it's beautiful and you're gonna love it. But let me know if you would like to see that. I don't want to ruin anyone's Christmas. I do not want to be personally responsible for that. So let me know if you want me to hold off sharing that. But I knit them back in October. I didn't cast on immediately. I had them. I actually had it shipped to my mom's house, so I got it, because when I flew to the East Coast, I flew to her house, my parents' house, and so it was waiting for me there. And that was in September. So I didn't actually even open it until we got here to Florida. And then, I don't know, maybe after we'd been here for a week or two, I cast them on and knit them up super fast. Her yarn is so plump. The Woolens and Nosh yarn is so plump. I can go up a needle size and go down in the stitch count size number. So I can knit them really fast, which is very, very fun. Okay, so the only other socks I have on the needles are the Cozy Knitter Advent socks, and then 2 other single socks. I mean, I could show you up until there, but I've knit more than that. One of the socks is already ready for the heel flap. And then this one I'm gonna try to catch up today. And then the only other 2 socks I have on the needles are Area 51 Fibres. This one's a Christmas one, but it's all tangled up. Just a moment. How does this happen? Okay. This one, they're both single socks. They're first socks. This one is Cozy Girl Fall. And I have not wanted to pick it up because it's not really fall anymore. Of course, it's the middle of summer here in Florida, so it's not fall or winter here. But then this one, also Area 51, this one is Christmas in July, and I think it was from 2023. I got it this year. It's so pretty, so I should work on this one because it's Christmas time. But I've just been so distracted knitting with all my other, I'm not distracted. It's perfectly fine to have knit all my Advent socks is the way I have been, but I've been knitting those and not working on these as much. Okay, then I have another single sock that I just finished. This one is pineapple yarn, and it's one of her new Christmas colorways. It's called, oh, Celebrate the Season, with celebrate being shell, like a seashell. So you know I had to knit pineapple yarns while I'm here in Florida because I'm right by the beach, and Marina is obsessed with the beach and anything beachy, coastal. So yeah, I love all her colorway names. They're always so fun. And it came with a really pretty red mini. So yeah, I gotta get the second one going. So currently I have 4 single socks that do not have mates. These 3 I brought with me from Alaska because I had already knit the first ones there. 2 of them are pineapple. I don't remember what this one's called. Is it Pink Sea Glass? Sea Glass Summer? It's one of those. And it's on the Lene base. And then this one is Island Capiz on the Nala sock base, which is really delightful to knit, very squishy. Oh yeah, that's why, okay, so these socks, this is the same base as this one, the Nala sock base, the one that's like a 2-ply 80-20 blend. The reason why I knit these for Marshall is because I can cast on 64 stitches and these will fit him because it's a lot plumper, or like, well, it might be hard to tell, but like the Nala base, because it is so plump, my gauge is wider, so I can still knit 64 stitches because they turn out bigger. So that's why I can knit these for Marshall, and they should fit him fine. I did my normal row number that I normally do, like for the leg and for the fit to fit the boys in my family. So Ben and Marshall, I can knit their socks pretty much the same size. So after the gusset, I always knit 70 rows of stockinette before starting the toe, and it's just the right amount of like negative ease and just actual good fit for the men in my family. So yeah, I don't know if I'll get to all these while we're here in Florida, but hopefully I can at least get one of these done before we go back to Alaska. All right, let me tidy up a little bit. So that is socks. Other things that I have been working on, I finished a shawl, which is really fun because I have not knit a shawl, I want to say, in like years. I can't even remember the last time I knit a shawl. But before I traveled to the East Coast, I just was thinking, I really want to knit a shawl. And so I'm gonna take yarn so I can knit one. So, hold on, I'm getting notifications. Years ago, I had knit Molly of a Homespun House, her mystery Advent shawl, and I think it came out in 2019 for the Advent season. And I knit it at the very beginning of 2020. I remember it specifically because it was right before everything happened with COVID in March. I knit it in like January, February, knit it fairly quickly because I absolutely loved it. It just was so much fun to knit. And so I decided to make another one. And this one is for Juliet. I don't think she knows. She's in her classes right now for school, for homeschool on Zoom. Alaska's 4 hours behind Florida. So she starts her classes at noon on Mondays. So this is the Advent Shawl, or mystery Advent Shawl. So it's quite long. And of course, look at all these bright colors. I don't know what she'll think of it. I don't know if she'll like it, but it doesn't matter because if she doesn't like it, guess who's gonna use it? Me. So maybe I really just made this for myself. But no, I want her to love it. Hopefully she will love it. So it's all Ruby and Roses yarn. The highlighter yellow is Sunshine. Perfect. And then the hot pink is Diva, I think it's Diva. And then there's like a light blue-ish stripe. That is In Bloom. And yeah, so I used 3 colors. I think I was supposed to use 4 colors for the shawl, but I did 3 because that's what I had. And do I have all the colors? Okay, so here's a little bit of leftover of some Sunshine. And let's see, Diva. Where did I put Diva? Where is my you know, I'm losing it. I thought I had it right here. Oh, it's right here. It was hidden under my backpack. Oh no, it's not in here either. I don't know where Diva is. Oh well, that's okay. No, I don't think it's in there either. It doesn't matter. I can show you what it looks like. I knit a square. There you go. Okay, so you knit this shawl with a strand of fingering held double with mohair. You don't have to do that, but that's one of the options, and I like that option, so that's what I did, except for instead of mohair, I used Surrey alpaca. So for the Surrey that I held with Sunshine, I had a pretty big leftover cake of Sunglasses Not Included by Lolo Did It. So I used that because it's basically the same highlighter yellow as Sunshine. So that went perfectly, completely used it all up and ran out of it on the last section. So the last texture section right here, see how it's yellow, then it goes into blue. I just had to change yarns because I ran out of the highlighter yellow. And then I do have the Surrey that I used, that I held with In Bloom, which is right here. This is also Ruby and Roses, and it's Fake It Till You Make It. It's one of her Taylor Swift colorways, so I don't have a ton of that left. And then with Diva, which is the hot pink color, I used Free Spirit, also by Ruby and Roses. So that's all I have left of that. So I have woven in all the ends, and then I guess I should block it, but I probably won't. I can't be bothered. It's pretty big. I mean, like, I'm trying to remember how I enjoyed wearing it. The reason why I wanted to make it again is because of all of the shawls I have ever made in my lifetime, it is the easiest to style. Like, and because of the mohair or the Surrey held with the fingering, it's just incredibly warm, which we are going to need once we are back in Alaska. And it just lays really nicely. The bind off, you do an I-cord bind off, which I think looks very professional and tailored. So the construction of it is you are doing increases on both sides, the right side and the wrong side of the pattern. So it makes it very, very long. So it's more shallow and long. Like, it's really not a super duper, like at its widest point, it's not super duper duper long, but you could definitely wear it like, you know, granny style. And it just lays really nicely. So I just really like the construction of this shawl. And anytime I've put it on, the other one that I have, the first one I made, it just stays on really nice and it doesn't fall off because the tails are so long, it just stays in place, like once you kind of tuck it. So yeah, I just think it looks really fun because the colors are really poppy, and hopefully Juliet will like it. I never know with her. She's fun. She's a funny girl. I never know what she's gonna like. So hopefully she will like this, and hopefully she will wear it, because if she doesn't, I will be wearing it because I love it. Maybe I'll just make another one. It did take me about 6 weeks to make. It did not need to take that long, but it did. And I literally just wove in the ends yesterday. And I probably won't block it. It would probably be good to block it because I'd get a little bit more, maybe a little bit more length or width or whatever. But I still think it really needs it because it's essentially mostly garter, and I don't like to mess with garter. But it's just such a nice pattern. I really like it. You can get it on Ravelry. But yeah, I'm really, really happy with it. The colors are ridiculously loud, but I think that's what makes it fun. And it's very comforting. I really, really love it. So I hope Juliet will love it too, and that she will consider it the heirloom that it is. Okay, this is a big deal. I'm gonna have to text Priscilla and tell her not to watch this, because I finished the sweater I was working on. I do not remember if I ever shared this on past videos. I have no idea if I shared it, but I knit a freaking sweater. I did it, and it's done. It's called the Memory Sweater. I think I left it in the bedroom and I can't go in there right now. And I can't. It's by Lene, L-E space K-N-I-T. I believe she's either Norwegian or from Denmark. I'm not sure. I can't remember. But she is the most exquisite designer, and she has fabulous sweater patterns, and they are all like, you could knit them and wear them for the rest of your life. They're so classic that I don't think they will ever go out of style because they're just so amazing. So yes, it's just a simple color work, yoked construction, top down sweater. And it's for Priscilla for Christmas. Shh, don't tell her. I have to tell her not to watch this. I have not blocked it. I have not woven in the ends. I have to do that. I used the yarn that was recommended in the pattern. So the main color is the main yarn here. It's reading to me like light gray, but it's actually an extremely pale green. I don't remember the name of it or the numbers. I don't have the tags nearby, but it's Sandnes Garn Peer Gynt. So I believe that is a DK weight yarn, and then it's held with a strand of mohair of basically the same color. I'm not really sure. I should have grabbed. I have a little bit of the mohair and a little bit of the Peer Gynt left over. And I believe I purchased, yes, I know I purchased all of the yarn from Woolen Company, and all of the color bits is also by Sandnes Garn, but it's a different base, and I don't remember. I'm trying to remember the name. I'll type up everything, all the yarns I'm talking about, and I'll put them in with links and everything in the description box below. I'm just trying to, I'm trying to remember what the color work, the colors. It's an alpaca yarn. And it's really, really fluffy, and I think it's considered worsted weight. So I didn't hold the colors with mohair. The only thing that's held with mohair is the main color. So yes, I need to get busy on weaving in the ends and getting it blocked. And I'm hoping that it will fit her. It fits me. And she's smaller than me, so it will be a bit oversized on her, but that's great because you definitely want to like layer, like wear a thermal, underneath it. I kind of feel like this yarn is a little scratchy, but it is gonna be so warm. I'm so jealous. I want to keep this. I've got to get busy working on another one for Juliet and me, because the idea when I cast this on was I was gonna knit it and just have it be done, and the three of us girls could wear it, and that still is the case. But if I give it to Priscilla, she's not at home with us anymore because she's finishing up school, and then I don't know where she's gonna be after she finishes school. So, but she has had a year and a half, let me tell you. She has been through a lot with her hip surgery and just nursing school and Army ROTC stuff. Like, she's just had a lot going on. So I really wanted to be able to bless her with this sweater. And every time she puts it on, it'll be like a hug from her mother. So yeah, I'm super pleased I got this finished. So yeah, I just have to get all the ends woven in. I'm just kind of dreading it because for the color work, there's like a bajillion ends to weave in, but I should just put on a movie and just get started on it, and it'll get done. I also don't know if I'm supposed to block it first and then weave in the ends, or the other way around. I don't know, and I don't really care. I'm just gonna do whatever I need to do to get it done. Okay. What else can I show you? I can show you my Scrappy project I cast on with my Legacy Fiber Arts Advent. I wasn't gonna buy any Advents this year other than the sock, 24 stripe sock Advents. That was the only thing I was gonna get because I knew we were gonna be moving around and I wasn't sure where to have it sent, etc. But once we got here to Florida, and then the Legacy Fiber Arts girls mentioned that they weren't gonna be dyeing their Advents next year, which is totally fine. I completely understand. I was like, I better get it because I won't be able to ever again. So I started a Cozy Comfort throw by Molly of Homespun House. And I got the DK weight Advent, which I've never ever gotten a DK weight Advent before, so that's really fun. So hold on, let me count my stripes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I can show you. Let me see if I can do this without. Because of course I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Of course I have knit way ahead, hopefully. Okay. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's through day 7, and then there's a little bit of day 8. I'm currently working on day 18. I would love to show you the whole thing, but I don't want to ruin your Christmas. So, but let me know if you want to see the whole thing, because I will happily show it to you. But yeah, I don't want to ruin it. It's really fun to knit with DK weight yarn minis because they knit up super fast. So it's extremely doable to get a DK Advent, cast on the Cozy Comfort throw, and knit a mini a day. You can totally do it. So I'm averaging 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 garter bumps per day per mini. So, and it's not even a full, so that would be like 12 rows because a garter bump is always 2 rows front and back. I'm really getting more like 11 and a half rows per day. It just knits so fast and it's so mindless. So of course I'm on day 18 because I just kept going. Yeah. But here's the thing, and I'm so annoyed with myself because I want to show you this so bad, but I don't want to get in trouble with all of the knitting police that are out there. The width is roughly 60 inches for this Cozy Comfort throw because I'm basically using, well, I was using a 60-inch circular. I think I'm on a 47-inch at the moment because I started off using a US 6 needle and I've gone down to a US 5 because I like the gauge a little bit better. You can't really tell, from the fabric. what was I gonna say with that? Oh, so when I ordered the Advent, I was thinking, oh, because I knew I wanted to do the Cozy Comfort Throw even before I got the Advent. I knew that's what I wanted to do. And in my head, I was thinking, oh, each mini will probably give me 2 inches of fabric. And then, so if you have 24 minis, 24 times 2 is 48. The length will be 48 inches. I'll have like a whole blanket. But that is not what's happening. I'm actually only getting about 1 inch per mini. So when it all is said and done, it's only gonna be 24 inches long. So I need more minis. Now, I can't show, well, I can try to get up ungracefully and go get the box. Hold on, hold the phone. When I ordered the Advent, I also got the winter, the seasons mini pack or whatever, 4 seasons winter DK mini skein. So I also got this with the Advent, and this is 5 more. So that will get me 29 inches. That's still not big enough. I almost need like another whole Advent. So when I have money again, which I don't know when that'll be, for buying yarn, because I'm trying not to buy any yarn right now. I would like to get the rest of the like fall, spring, and summer of these, and then that would get me, I can't do math live on air. This is not live, it's not on air, but I still can't do the math. But it's still not quite enough. I think, actually, if I could get all of the rest of the seasons, fall, spring, and summer, then when I'm done with all of my, where's my, you know, when I'm done with all my socks and everything, I could double strand these and add all the Muppets to that would give me some more inches too. So I might do that. So it'll all work out, but it's gonna be a blanket that I, work on, Lord willing, in 2026, as I am able to acquire more DK minis, which I am gonna have to take my time with that. Okay, I think that is almost everything. Oh wait, I didn't show you my cozy memories. That is my other Scrappy project I've been working on. I actually have some crochet. I can't get it though because it's in the bedroom. I'll have to do that for the next time. I've been working on the classic Cozy Memories mitered square blanket. I'm trying loosely to have a goal of doing a square a day in December. So hopefully I'll get 24 squares added to this blanket. And I started it in Alaska, maybe in September, I think. So this is how much I've done since September. I think that's pretty good. And of course, it's all my sock yarns that I love. I just this morning finished Gonzo Dickens right here. That's Diva right there. And then, okay, so this is Kermit Cratchit, Miss Piggy Cratchit, Gonzo, and then I'll put Fuzzy-Wig right there. And then I'll have a little four patch of all the legacy Christmas colors. That makes me happy. All right. So what are you working on? What Advent projects are you working on? What are you excited about working on for Advent season? It's always such a special, fun time of year. It is odd experiencing it in Florida because it's so warm here. Today, let's see, what's the temperature right now? It's already 86, which is unseasonably warm apparently for this area. I think it's supposed to go down to the 70s for the rest of the week, so that's gonna feel cold. Ben had to go to Orlando and he texted me that it's 66 there and I think raining, and he told me his nose was cold. I told him, I was like, you're getting weak. Because Our blood is thinning out. Because we've been living in Minnesota for the last 15 years, and now we're going to be in Alaska. So I just feel like going back to Alaska is going to be like such a shock to the system. They've been getting like all kinds of like ice and snow and like hurricane winds. I hope we survive. I wanted to show you one last little thing. This is the Patreon yarn from a Homespun house for October, and it's Cindy Lou Who. That was what this label was on. I want to cast on socks with this. So the Patreon sock sets it's only 70 grams total. So this is not enough for me to knit. Like say I wanted to knit like my full length sock, it's not enough. But what I was thinking I would do is this would be the cuffs and the heels. This color will be the leg. Then I might have enough to get the gussets. And then if I run out of Cindy Lou Who, I'll just do the foot in Jawbreaker, which is also a Homespun house. And I've been wanting to knit this, but I just haven't cast it on yet. So I might just do like a, mashup Scrappy pair of socks with the legs, Cindy Lou Who, and Jawbreaker for the foots. So I might cast that on today. We'll see if I get to it. Okay, so in the footage in the beginning, I showed I was making the oatmeal chia bread. I ate it for lunch. So the recipe, I don't know what the serving size is. I calculated it for 4 servings. So once it cooled, I cut it into 4 servings and then cut one of the servings in half, so to make it thinner, and then toasted it. And I put jam on one side and then avocado and an egg on the other. It was really tasty. I'm excited to keep doing that. Yeah, so if you try that recipe, let me know what you think. It's not gonna give you the same kind of texture as like bread because it's just oatmeal and chia, but it still makes you feel like you're eating a really nice piece of toast. So if you try it, let me know. Okay, I can't think of anything else to tell you, but there's probably a million things. But I'll come back later and I'll tell you more, maybe tomorrow or the next day. So enjoy the rest of your day, and thank you for watching. I pray God's richest blessings on you, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Where do I push stop? There it is.